Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Automate with MK. Today we are going to discuss about the Excel activities in the UiPath. We're going to deeply discuss what are the Excel activities. So if you can see here we're just opening UiPath Studio. So it will take some time. Okay, close it. Yeah, close it. Click yes. Okay, here we're going to create a new process. So provide the name Excel automation. And you can provide the description. This process is to do hands-on Excel activities in UiPath. So you can give the location default UiPath and click create. Okay, it will loading the project. So it is adding dependencies. You can close it. Click yes. Open main workflow. Okay, here we have the default system.activities. In order to perform our uh, Excel activities, we are like installing uipath.excel.activities. Okay, click install and click save. So it's restoring the dependencies of Excel and wait for some time. Okay, you can see there uipath.excel.activities were installed. Okay, click on activities, search for the activities. Okay, drag and drop the sequence and rename it as Excel automation. Sorry, Excel activities. Okay, search for Excel application scope. So here we are using the classic activities. Okay, just we can filter it out for the classic. Click on classic. Okay, you can see that Excel application scope. Drag and drop to the designer panel. And also search for the read range activity. So drag and drop. Okay. Okay, these are the read range workbook which comes under the workbook activities. So we will discuss further. So now we need to input one file. So I'm checking in the desktop which I have the input excel.xlsx. So you can select that and we can just see that. So we can just open that file once. It is taking some time to open this file. Okay. So in this file, we have the three columns of data. So where the filters were added. So I'm unfiltering it. Okay, and fulfilling that remaining data where it is empty. So this is the uh, table which was provided me for the interview for doing some link view operations. So I'm just using the same file as our input. We have provided the path of the input file and range. So now we are going to create the data table. So as we discussed in the variable and argument sessions, so use the control plus K for creating the variable. Here we are creating the data table. Okay, control plus K dt underscore table. So I am providing the dt underscore table. So you can see in the data manager panel. So here we can see the data type, which is for the dt table variable is data table. So which means collection of rows and columns. So we can say it as a staging area where we are storing the data from the input Excel. Now I want to display the data table. So in order to use display that data table, we don't have the activities in the Excel. So we are going to the data table. If you can see here, we have the data table activities. So I'm just drag and dropping the output data table as text. So which helps us to convert the data table into the string form. So I'm providing the data table which we are stored DD table, and as we are going to convert it into the text, so I'm creating the string variable here. So control plus K str underscore, or you can provide data. Okay, and we to display that uh, data, we are using the message box. So here this output data table as text converts the data into the comma separated values in the CSV form. So just set for message box and drag and drop to the designer panel into the do scope, and you pass the data str data. So save it, and we will have a one set of debug run. So it's compiling activities. Okay. So we got that message box with the comma separated values from the Excel input sheet. Okay, great. Now you can click on OK. Now set for the right range activity. So drag and drop to the designer panel, the do scope. So we are providing the sheet 1 and we need to provide the data table dt underscore table. Okay. Let us see what it will do. Okay, meanwhile, please do watch previous sessions or videos which help for the continuation of your learning the knowledge. Don't skip any videos. If you have any doubts or queries, you can comment to the videos or you can email to me for any issues so that I will take time to and I will reply to your emails or queries. Okay, now I'm going to debug this. Okay, here we got as usual message box. So now we are going to check the file. So I'm just filled all the objects and all the things. So I'm just checking a new file was added, but if we cannot in Excel activities we cannot add a new Excel. So it will add to the existing sheet 1. Okay, now I'm checking by creating the new sheet 2 value so that if you are going to debug it again, this data will be added to the sheet 2 by creating the new sheet in the Excel. So click OK. Okay, so it was ended. So now I am opening the input Excel. So if you can see here, the bot created sheet 2 and data was added perfectly. So if you can compare here, in the first run, it was replaced with the data without the headers. So here we can see that the first run here output on sheet 2 we have run by renaming the sheet 1 to sheet 2. So we achieved this data for sheet 1 and sheet 2. So let us try for adding the headers and we will get the output. So I'm now just inserting the row and adding the headers. So the first one fruits and age and date. So I'm just adding as per the initial Excel information. Age and date. Okay. It's auto save. So now I'm going to delete that sheet too. So delete it. I'm just closing that input Excel. Now we will have another debug run. Click on debug. So for starting execution, and we got that message box with the comma separated values. And click on OK. So it was ended successfully. So we will just open that input file and let us check. Okay, we missed that add headers. Okay, now I'm going to click on add headers and save it and debug the bot again. Yeah, debug. Yeah, we got as usual. Okay, now I'm going to open the input Excel file. So in the sheet 2, we got the add headers as well, and the information were like written by the bot as expected. Yeah, it's great. If you can see. So the same format we are like getting from the sheet 1 to sheet 2 similarly. Okay, that's all about this Excel. We have the Excel application scope. We have the sheet 2. I'm deleting again. Click on delete. Save it. Have the auto save as well. Now I'm checking that if we are opening that Excel file and debug and run the bot, will it helps us to updating the file? Okay, it was executed successfully. Okay, here we can see the blank Excel. Mm, Let us close this Excel first and reopen it again. Okay, if you can see here, as we are open the Excel file, still that bot was updated the details in the sheet 2. So it's great. So just remember this point that we will have a differentiation between these and the workbook activities. Just remember this point. So we will get a interview question on this basis. Just I will just explain in workbook activities. Just close the file. Okay, here we discussed about the Excel application scope, read range activity, output data table as text, and that we have displayed the data into the message box. We have inputted underscore table, and we have stored the star data, and we have passed that variable into the message box, and we have the right range activity. We have provided the input data table, and we have provided the sheet name as well, and we have added the headers. Okay, that's all about this video. We are going to discuss on the data tables and workbook activities in further sessions. So if you like this video and it is very helpful to you, please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you.